Quero. Ok. Cadê vocês? E aí, Biazul, como é que vai? Suave? Pra aquecer pro filme? Não, pra UCN, é só pra isso. Só por causa da UCN. E de brinde, né? Tem que tentar zerar antes do filme, né? À noite, suave? Cara, vambora. O meu background tá horrível, peraí. Deixa eu fazer graça. Hoje a gente faz graça. Ou não, né? Vai que... Aqui, ó. Ele. Eu editei essa imagem pra caramba, tá? Ela merece ficar na live. Oh, isso é bom, tentar... Lógico, mano. Vou colocar o chat aqui, né? Fnaf é tela cheia. Bom dia, cheguei do cursinho, boa. É isso aí, gente. E... segura o braço, Fnaf 2, cara, Fnaf 2. Hoje a gente vai de Fnafinho. Queria pegar um background, mas tipo, o background não tem, né? Complicado, né? Não peguei o background do Fnaf 2. Vou pegar então um meme. Aqui, ó. background de hoje é esse. Deixa eu ajeitar na câmera estilosa aqui. Prontinho. É isso, gente. Quer um novo aqui mesmo? Isso aí, Bielzinho Sou. A live é isso, porra. Isso aí. É isso aí. Vambora, né? Mamaco. Suas opiniões sobre chegou no braço mudou? Não sei. Porra, com o peitão agora falando pro porra. Isso. Quem é calmo lembrar? Você aí participa das lives, às vezes. Eu lembro dela. Não conheço pronomes. Izuni, tá bom. Entendi. Então tá bom. Olha lá. Às vezes a gente só precisa se introduzir pra poder se conhecer. Quer dizer, é isso, né, porra? Eu quero te propor uma coisa. Meu Deus do céu, lá vamos lá, lá vamos nós. Lança. 50 no Pix do Vsilva e o mod vem, exatamente. Como vai a sua noite? Não vivi a noite ainda. Eu estava o dia inteiro no trabalho. Pelo amor de Deus, Fnaf 2. Pera aí que eu... É Alt Tab, porra, eu tava confundindo os comandos. Ah, porra, moleque, o Fnaf 2 tá brabo, tá? O Fnaf 2 tá melhor que o 1. Fnaf e Freds. Não, Deusinho, não vou. Não vou fazer nada disso que você falou. Eu não irei fazer nada disso. Ok? Muito obrigado. Eu sei, pessoal, sério, acontece, cara. E eu não tô nem querendo jogar, não, pô, tá só. Vamos startar um novo jogo? Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Minha irmã estava jogando isso aqui, por isso que tem uns bagulho, tá ligado? Então, beleza. Fnaf lançou faz quantos anos? 2014... Uns... 9 anos. 9 anos. Faz 9 anos que a Fnaf lançou. Pondo esse aqui que a câmera é do... Bagulho, tá ligado? New Game continua muito rápido pra jogar noite 8. Cara, eu não sei, velho. Eu não sei nem que bug é esse.
Hello?
E aí, irmão?
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things
Zero vídeo dessas pitadas modzinho, tô suave, cara.
Vamos
Essa aí eu não estudei nada. Esse jogo eu não estudei nada. E é o mais difícil, tá ligado? Ele faz 10 exatamente. Ih, olha lá. Essa negativa.
Was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics.
Eu acho que as noites são mais rápidas nesse aqui, né?
Advanced mobility.
Ó.
They even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database, so they can detect a predator a mile away.
Ah, tá, ele tá falando sobre o bagulho lá.
Now that being said, no new system is without it.
Esse aqui é o carro do jogo, é foda.
You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week, but
Ó, já é 1 da manhã.
Conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So,
consegue jogar noite 8. Caralho, velho.
Have an explanation for this. The working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office.
Olha.
So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up.
Ah, tá, então posso fazer aqui, ó.
So just every once in a while,
Entendi.
switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them.
Tá.
And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about the robot seeing you as an endoskeleton without a costume on,
Entendi.
wanting to stuff you into the suit.
Nossa, Fnaf,
So, hey,
justo.
we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually, anything that wandered in will wander back out.
É isso aí.
Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake.
Isso aí.
Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Obrigado. Até mais. Então é isso, gente. Então, basicamente, né? Foram embora, né? É foda. É da puta. O Bunny é um boneco mais desgraçado desse jogo, velho. Touch phone guy só quebrar o jogo na porrada, exatamente. Porra, para de andar, viado. Para de andar, tá ligado? Tipo, não ande mais, nunca mais. Volta pro Lightwood é foda. Cara. É engraçado, isso é engraçado. Eu devo admitir. Toy Bunny é engraçado. Vai se... Aí é pica. Cara, eu não quero ter trabalho essa noite não, velho. Eu já tive muito trabalho com criança hoje. Dave, ouvindo isso, pare de andar. Ah, é foda. Se eu não me engano, tipo, o esquema desse jogo é tipo... Nas noites mais seguintes, quando fica mais difícil, você fica... Dá stall na music box, tá ligado? Barraco na live, aí é foda. Tô esperando dar o... barulhinho do Fnaf 2. Que é o barulho do Fnaf 2 é quando os robôs estão mais perto, tá ligado? Fica toradão. 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 Deixa eu abrir a Twitch aqui. Eu quero... É da puta! Agora gozou, gente. Agora ferrou. Tá. Tá merda, velho. É hoje, gente. Puta. A tua tica tá vindo. Tá. Vou observar os barulhos. Agora não tá aqui ainda. Porra, agora não tô vendo o chat. Dois, três, quatro. E aí, Netinho, suave? Aê. Filha da puta! Tá bom. Porra, Toy Fred! Poxa, todo mundo sumiu. Tá que pariu, velho. Todo mundo sumiu, cara. É isso, cara. Todo mundo voltou só. Não entendi. Não entendi. Todo mundo só voltou. É isso. Coloquei a máscara do Toy Fred e falou assim: aê, gangue. Pegamos o cara errado. Ai, tomar banho, velho. Porra, a Twitch tá separada aqui. Eu quero ver meu chat da Twitch, gente. Eu quero ver o pessoal da Twitchzinha. Vamos lá, Fone Guy. Tô de login, cara.
Hello? See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. You're a natural. By now, I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location.
Olha, a gente lidou efeito, que isso é, velho.
The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology. But they were just so ugly, you know? And the smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around. But if they do, the whole Freddy and work on them too. So, whatever. I loved those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy.
Foxy sempre
I'm
foi
not sure
arrombado
if the
também.
Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright lights. It would cause a system restart or something. Come to think of it,
on
any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold him in place for a few seconds.
Porra, moleque.
Might carry over to the newer models too. One more thing. Don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think the Freddy mask
Filha da puta!
So just don't forget.
Começou.
Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Começou. Começou. Tô vendo nenhum até agora, acho que é só o Balloon Boy, velho. Passa. Tá. Vai, Bunny veio. Gostou? Desculpa. Do meu lado, né? Esse arrombado, né? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Parei de leque. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tá. Entendi a Mango. Porra, moleque. Vai tomar no cu, filha da puta. Tá, o Fox saiu. 1, 2. Porra, Mango, vai se fuder, velho. Não gosto de você. Pô, o Fnaf tá mais sério, tá? carregar um pouquinho aqui. Filha da puta! Tá, foi. Suave até agora. Vai, Fred. Vai, Fred. Dois, 4. Muito bom, Toy Bunny. Gostei. Muito bom. Adorei. Tá. Tô bem. Rola um bicha. Vai, Fred não sai daí. Continue assim. Passa. Fred saiu? Esse cara aparece na minha frente, né? Então, tipo, não preciso me preocupar. Eu acho que eu não devia estar flicando tanta câmera assim, tá ligado? Alguém tá entrando. Tá bom. Ai, caralho, velho. Tá, Fnaf 2 é mais difícil. É mais tenso, aliás. Tá onde? Ah, meu Deus do céu. Eu vou perder a live. Se eu cago nas casas, continuo vendo a live. Vem no banheiro, cara. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Ah, meu Deus do céu. Eu peguei o minigame. Minigame raro. Ah, meu Deus. It's me. O animatrônico que é um dos mais dá medo do Frugut. É o Wither. Tá. Entendi. Questão de barulho, então.
Hello. See, I told you you wouldn't have any problems. Did Foxy ever repair the hallway? Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite. They tried to remake Foxy, you know? They thought the first one was
Mas já, caralho!
So they redesigned him to be more kid-friendly and put him in Kids Cove. To keep the toddlers entertained, you know. But kids these days just can't keep their hands to themselves. The staff literally had to put Foxy back together at the end of every shift. Eventually they just stopped trying and left him in some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now he's just a mess of parts. I think the employees refer to him as just the Mangle.
Mangle.
Oh hey, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors you might have heard lately. You know how these local stories come and go and seldom mean anything. I can personally assure you that whatever is going on out there,
however tragic it may be, has
nothing to do with our establishment. It's just all rumor and speculation, people trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard friend today has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close. Okay, well anyway, hang in there and I'll talk with you tomorrow.
Balão boy também, né, porra? Tá, saiu o Foxy. Tá andando coisa. De novo. Tá. Aqui. Não tem ninguém no duto. Liga. Tá porra, moleque! Puta merda. Foi. Suave. Porra, moleque. Saiu. Tá. Vambora. Fudeu, moleque. Não me mata. Tá bom? Beleza, fera. Gostei. Tá bom. Tem um balão boy subindo aqui. Tem ninguém subindo aqui. Tem ninguém aqui. Bora. Buceta de porco. Ai, buceta de porco, porra. Vambora. A reação tá boa, tá? Porra, valeu pelo apoio, velho. Tamo junto, valeu por seguir aqui o canal. Não vou conseguir falar teu nome agora, mas quero saber que tamo junto, cara. Tô focado aqui no jogo. Puta, velho, eu vou morrer, eu vou mamar. Eu queria mamar. Ai, Foxy. Tá, foi embora. Tá, certo. Não tem nenhum balão boy chegando aqui. Porra, poucas ideias o bagulho, tá? Poucas ideias. Poucas ideias. Ah. Meu Deus do céu, o Varnebu não funciona, gente. Desculpa, o Varnebu não funciona, gente. Desculpa. A Tica não aparece nas ventilações, né? Isso, dá pra ser. Vai. O líder de Tica, no caso. Qual é o esquema pra poder guardar a flashlight, gente? Morri! Filha da puta! Não morri. Brabo demais. Não morri. Sou brabo. Cara, tá? Eu sou muito ninja, moleque! Dessa vez eu não morri, tá? Dessa vez eu não morri. Tenho certeza. Você, né? 1, 2, 4. Sai. Moleque. Saiu. Moleque. Não! Por favor! Por favor! Graças a Deus! Eu ia morrer nessa, pelo amor de Deus. Sempre esperar um pouco e só ativar a câmera se eu fosse tiver. Ai, de novo, velho. Minigame. Porra, eu ia morrer, tá? Porra, para de olhar pra mim, velho. Gordo Fred! Gordo Fred. O Gordo Fred, gente. Gordo Fred. It's me. Porra, o Gordo Fred. O terror me fez lembrar, tipo, poxa, é foda, velho. Não, o servidor do Vsilva não está online. Não está online o servidor do Vsilva. Para de olhar, tem um time dele.
Hey there, Night 4. I told you to get the hang of it. Okay, so, just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. We may end up having to close for a few days, I don't know. I want to emphasize, though, that it's really just a precaution. Fazbear Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. These things happen sometimes. It'll all get sorted out in a few days. Just keep an eye on things and I'll keep you posted. Just as a side note though, try to avoid eye contact with any of the animatronics tonight if you can. Someone may have tampered with their facial recognition systems, we're not sure. But the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare. Anyway, hang tight.
Susto do caralho, tá?
Good night.
Moleque. Tem que tomar cuidado que o Ballon Boy não ativa o bagulho, tá ligado? Não ativa o Torodown. Torodown. Ele não faz um Torodown, tá ligado? Ô, o Fnaf 2 é bem mais rápido que o Fnaf 1, tá? Sai daí. Tá bom, saiu os dois. O Mangle tá aqui do lado. Puta merda. Vai embora, moleque. 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 Vai embora. Tá. Vai embora, moleque. Andando no meio do corredor. Alguém ali. Deve ser a Widretica. Dois, 5. Lá no cu, leque. Arrepia as pernas. Não, 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 não. Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Carrega, 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 carrega. Certo. Mandaram no corredor. Não quero ver. Fudeu, 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 fudeu. Ai, ok. Graças a Deus, graças a Deus, graças a Deus. Puta, puta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom, tá bom, tá bom, tá bom, tá bom demais, tá bom demais, tá bom demais, tá bom demais, tá bom demais. Tá, tem um. Fazendo já speed strats agora. Tá bom, saiu. Tá. Isso é muito importante. Por favor, por favor, por favor. Certo. Certo. Vai! Me deixa, pelo amor de Deus, pelo amor de Deus, pelo amor de Deus. Me deixa. Cara, eu não gosto desses sons. Me deixa, me dá isso. Rápido, tocar caminho pode chorar. Beleza. Então, beleza. Próxima noite eu vou fazer essa estratégia. Vou fazer a estratégia. Tem uma puppet me olhando. Gente, o esquema da lanterna. Como é que eu poupo a lanterna? Como é que eu poupo a luz? Como é que eu poupo a luz? A energia acaba. A energia acaba, você só não consegue usar a lanterna. Tá. Esse barulho de traque é o Fox andando? Que fica tlac, tá ligado? É o Foxy? Ou especificamente, ou o quê? É legal, beleza. Aqui, ó.
Oh, hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand, the building is on lockdown, and no one is allowed in or out, especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move into the day shift. this one just became available. We don't have a replacement for your ship yet, but we're working on it. We're gonna try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Red Bear's Family Diner or something like that. It was closed for years though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down. So just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Ah, o Fox não faz barulho. Fudeu. Não fudeu. Tica, pelo amor de Deus. Tá. Da manhã já. Fred. Ai, caralho! Tá bom, fodeu, velho. Tá, não, já tava ali, Vsilva, o que você fez? Eu não sei, velho. Eu só travei o jogo. Deixa eu tirar mais. Eu achava que ela tava no duto só. Eu não vi ela lá em cima. Eu juro que eu não vi ela em cima. Eu ia tirar a máscara, pô. Porque eu já pensei, putz, ela tá lá em cima, né? Então fodeu. É isso, gente. É muito rápido, tá? Tá quase. Eu tô falando, gente. Sou profissional, cara. Coloca a máscara. Foi ótimo. Eu não ouvi o barulho da membro. Eu achava que era da própria câmera, porque eu abri a câmera da Puppet e tava lá o barulho já. Pode primeiro. Ah, acontece, é lógico. A noite 5 do Fnaf 1 também morri. Não é sobre isso. Ah, fudeu, velho, já. A DJ tava ali, A DJ tava ali. Carrega a DJ, gente. Calma. Vai, Tica. Não! Vidro de Tica. É um bicho, né? Ó, Ibone, filha da puta, tá? Alucinando. Tenho tá entrando. Beleza. Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Não, não me mama. Não me mama, não me mama, não me mama, por favor. Obrigado, 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 obrigado. Não me mama, não me mama, não me mama, não me mama, por favor. Eu peço, por favor, com perdão, com perdão. Ai, ai. Cara, meu pulso tá doendo, velho. Ai, gente. Conseguimos. Fire. Ai, gente, recebi meu salário. Tá tudo bem. Olha. Caralho, essa aqui foi foda, viu? Nossa! Maravilhosa, né? Nossa, velho. Pô, pior que foi rapidinho, velho. Pior que foi rapidinho. Rapidinho, velho. Tá ligado? Olha do Fred. Esse que é foda, né? Cara, vamos fazer o seguinte. Antes da gente ir pra noite, eu não entendo como na sua live às vezes tem muita, poucas vezes tem mais. Cara, é Fnaf, né? Então, tipo, não conheço muito sempre Fnaf, só pro Fortnite Funk, né? Tá ligado? Então, tipo, acontece, né? Eu tenho uma ajuda às vezes não, né? Mas é isso, né? Porra, mano, o gameplay de Fnaf 2 foi muito fogo, né? Vai ter Fnaf 3, lógico, velho. Lógico. 1983. Não, calma, gente. Vai passar 3 vezes na Custom Night. Já pensou, velho? Gente, ó, vamos ver o seguinte. Antes da gente continuar, vamos ver a estratégia do Fnaf 2. Pra gente não ficar 3 horas no mesmo bagulho. Pô, eu tô jogando até bem, velho. Aqui, Fnaf, ó. Fnaf 2 Explained. Vamos ver. Vamos fazer a aula, Deixa eu ter que ver, né? Que aula do Fnaf 1, exatamente, velho. Ó. 3 minutinhos aqui, ó. 3 minutinhos nesse vídeo aqui. Feito pelo mano Hydropixels. Vamos ver. Deve, né? Tá ligado? Você vai tá bala. Eu tô 0 bala, velho. Nossa, meu pulso doeu, velho. Porra, treinei braço, né? Porra. Esse Hydropixels eu lembro dele explicando o Fnaf 4, eu acho. Não é.
And in this one I will be explaining the programming of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The programming that makes the animatronics move is actually quite fascinating. And hopefully this video can help you with a fan game or strategy. Without further ado, let's talk about animatronic movement.
Aí, ó.
I will also be giving credit to people in the description for the base info, but let's get into it. If you have played Fnaf 2 enough, you will probably know about the custom night mode. This mode lets you customize the animatronics levels, from 0, completely deactivated, to 20, at their fullest potential. However, how does this AI level work? It may seem underwhelming, but it is quite simple.
Vamos ver.
Basically, the animatronics go through a short 3-5 second timer to see if they can move a space or not. When the time interval is up to choose, the game goes through an algorithm. Take an animatronic's AI level, for example, 15. The game rolls a movement opportunity and randomizes its value. If the AI level of the animatronic is over the movement opportunity, they will
então é a
move
mesma
to their
coisa do
next
Fnaf
location. If
1.
the roll is above the animatronic's AI level, the movement will fail. However, when in their final phase, they will wait until the camera is down to commence the final movement phase, which results in them appearing in your office. And sometimes they can even pull down your camera in order to get a better look at you.
Entendi.
Foxy is a unique character in Fnaf 2, in that he is not tricked by the masked and does not only attack when the camera is down. He will roll his movement opportunity, the cooldown lasting longer than other animatronics, and he will appear in the hallway. Once he appears in the hallway, the player needs to shine a certain amount of light on Foxy, then pull up the camera. Once the camera is flipped back down, the flashlight should not work, signifying that an animatronic is moving into or out of the hallway, but in this case, letting you know Foxy is gone. While we are on the topic of foxes, BB and Mangle are also exceptions. They will appear in the vent and have a waiting time. When the waiting time ends, the game checks if the player has the mask up. If not, they will enter the office. Both will usually result in especially Mangle. When Mangle is in the office, it is game over. There is nothing you can do afterwards.
Mask timing, vamos ver. Mask timing esse eu quero ver.
Mentioning how the animatronics get into the office, they will stare at you to see if you have the Freddy mask. However, there is a timer before when they recognize before you are the night guard. The timer is about 1 second, and if you do not have the mask up at that time, the animatronic will jump scare you. Here are some examples.
Ele é confuso. O Golden Fred, tipo... Tá ligado? O Golden Fred, ele, tipo, se você levantar a câmera ou a máscara, ele já é suave, tá ligado? Aí tem um jumpscare, né? Da tortica, fica calado.
Anyways, that is the end of the explanation.
Não, cara, o gordo Fred... Tipo, você só tem que ficar a máscara de novo, tá ligado? Por quê? Tinha jumpscare, velho. Tava explicando lá, jumpscare. Tá. Ah, não, era outra coisa. It's taken, tá ligado? Fnaf 1 Night Strategy, tá. Aqui, ó. Vamos ver aqui, ó. Uma noite suave da noite 6. Abre e fecha a câmera aí, então. Gordo Fred.
Lost a bet.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 6 on Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get straight into it. This is of course a bonus night that you unlock after beating the main game. I have guides for everyone.
Então ele vai explicar como é que a gente vence a noite 6.
Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So as usual, you are going to want to flip over the cam 11 and start winding up the music box. It does tend to wind down pretty quickly on this night, as you can see. I'll let it go for a second. That's how quick it reaches 3/4, so make sure you keep it wound up. Once the more dangerous music starts, then we are going to want to start flashing the hallway. You don't actually need to be checking events at this point, but I prefer to, as when I'm talking I can't hear the audio cues super clearly, so basically once you hear banging in events, that's when you would normally start checking them, but since I can't hear very well right now, then I'm just going to check them from the start. Alright. So there are a couple properties unique to Night 6 that I wanted to talk about, or they aren't necessarily unique to Night 6, but you won't have encountered them before in a normal playthrough. And the first and most obvious one is Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy actually does have a very rare chance to spawn on nights 2 through 5, but I didn't mention him in those guides, so I didn't confuse any of you guys.
Ok. Entrar no Gordo Freddy vai de Vasco, tá?
Run most of the time. Alright, so let's talk about how to deal with Golden Freddy now. So, his main mechanic, as I'm sure you guys know, is appearing in the office slumped over. There are two ways to get rid of him here. You can either put on the Freddy Fazbear mask, or you can raise the monitor. Obviously, putting on the mask is the much safer option here. Which you should be doing anyway every time that you drop the monitor, so it won't really be much of an issue. Unlike the other office animatronics, Golden Freddy will instantly disappear after being warded off, which means you don't actually waste any time getting rid of him. So basically it's just like a minor inconvenience if you're not playing well, but otherwise
então tipo é só tipo
However, he does
colocar a
have a
máscara.
secondary mechanic that can be a little bit troublesome occasionally. Rarely you can see his head at the end of the hallway, and if you shine the flashlight on that for too long or you flash it too many times, then his head will fly out of the hallway and attack you. So in order to prevent this, of course, you're just going to want to look at the end of the hallway. If you see Golden Freddy's head there, stop flashing the light immediately, and you should be fine. Don't worry about dying to Foxy this way. You're just going to flash, see him there, and then pull up the monitor, put it down, and then start checking again. Alright, let's put on the mask, get rid of Mangle here.
Tá.
There we go. As soon as the radio static stops, then that's when you're going to want to start moving again. Music box does wind down very quickly on this night, so basically, like, make sure that you're not winding it for over, I'd say, 7 ticks is probably good on night 6. It depends on how well you're dealing with Foxy previously, so if you flashed him a lot recently, you might be able to afford to wind up for an extra tick or 2. But yeah, it does wind down very quickly, so keep in mind this night is very luck-based. Sometimes
tá, então é sorte.
A really bad chain of events, like animatronics will just keep
coisas da UCN, eu vou ter que fazer.
and you won't be able to keep the music box wound up properly. So that sucks, but try not to get
Eu vou ter que fazer, né? Foda. Series pra ser do Shadows é legal, né? Hoje os anos vão comemorar, velho. Se cantar no Gordo Freto vai de Vasco,
I
é.
wanted to talk about for this night are the AI levels. The AI levels, as you would expect, are pretty high considering this is night 6. At 2 a.m., they actually kick up quite a lot, and the night becomes significantly more difficult. You actually do not have to worry about Toy Freddy, Toy Bunny, or Toy Chica before 2 a.m., but they do activate with an AI of 5 after that. Foxy and the Puppet, obviously, have very high AIs on this night, as they are the main threats. BB and Mangle, especially Mangle, have AI levels kick up after 2 a.m., so Mangle's going to be a much more constant threat. And Golden Freddy can start appearing a lot more frequently, also. And that was incredibly weird. Mangle literally just disappeared out of existence like within 0.1 seconds of me putting on the mask. So, I'm fine with it. Alright, Balloon Boy is gone. Make sure to flash the hallway a few extra times, of course, after warding off the event animatronics, just to keep them busy.
O gente é fácil, pra quê, velho? Essas coisas.
Relaxing feels like the wrong word to use, but compared to later, I think it definitely fits. So it's actually pretty relaxing, I guess, before 2 a.m., and then it just becomes an absolute nightmare. So, once again, you're probably going to fail this the first couple times. If you actually do this first try, never attempting it before, then huge props to you. I could not do that. I could not come close. Okay, I think they're gone now. I'm going to be a little quieter than usual at some points, by the way, as I do have to listen for audio cues just to ensure that I actually survived this night. But one of the other things,
porra, é só pegar os minigame, caralho.
thing that I wanted to mention in this video is don't rush. So what I mean by this, obviously you are going to have to move very fast. It is Five Nights at Freddy's, and that requires moving very fast, obviously. But you're going to want to plan out your moves in advance by a couple seconds instead of just throwing your mouse everywhere, like completely panicking. Just don't panic, basically. Like, Night 6 is obviously very stressful, but just kind of have a strategy going into it, predict what you're going to do over the next few seconds, if possible, and just try to keep some order. Because if you start throwing your mouse everywhere, and you start trying to do things too fast, like you start not even paying attention to what's in the vents when you check the lights, that's going to be problematic, and it's probably going to get you killed many, many times. So just calm down a little bit. Like,
só se acalma, só se acalma.
Yes, you are going to have to move very quickly, but don't rush through everything. If you can take your time on something, then do it. That was very close, and I honestly do not know how I'm alive. I actually stopped talking because I thought I was going to die there 100%.
Nossa, o Toy Bonnie, filha da puta, velho. O Toy Bonnie é filha da puta mesmo, velho.
This is unique to Toy Bonnie as far as I know. Toy Chica may have this property also. This is gonna be real close.
O Toy Bonnie é muito filha da puta, velho.
Eu tenho só uma semana de acesso, cara. Uma semana.
I really hope I got that. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna lose this.
Também acho que ele vai perder. Felizmente.
Alright, it's 5 a.m. I'm probably gonna make it. Oh boy, as you can see, guys, this night's very, very difficult.
Tá, eu entendi. Ó, vou fazer o seguinte, gente. Ó, eu vou dar uma saidinha, daqui a pouco eu volto, sabe por quê? Eu vou cortar a minha unha. Eu tô começando a roer ela, tá começando a sair. Vou cortar ela, porque senão eu fico quebrando o bagulho. Perna cabeluda, é. Não, o Toy Bonnie é um maluco, velho. O Toy Bonnie é um arrombado mesmo. Ó, gente. Daqui a pouco eu tô voltando, tá bom? Só um minutinho. Mais um montar. Gente, voltei. Vambora. Noite 6. Noite 6. Vambora. Entendi. Então, basicamente... começar a fazer assim agora.
What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics. Make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take a night shift myself. Okay, good night, and good luck.
Não, 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 por favor, por favor, por favor. Ai, graças a Deus. Ai, caralho. O gordo Fred, eu não vi ele. Ai, Fnaf 2 momento, tá? Tá bom. Então tá bom. Cara, não dava pra enxergar, velho. Aí é pica. O momento Fnaf 2, gente. Agora eu entendi. Por que que Fnaf 2 é jogo de filha da puta? Vamos lá, vambora. E aí, gente? Gente, o Fred mamou o Vsilva, exatamente. Caralho. Tá. Por favor. Graças a Deus. Tô vivo. Arrombado. Fudeu. É isso. Caralho, velho. Lucky based, tá ligado? É menino de papai, é? Lucky based, porra. Nunca foi sorte, sempre foi corre. Ai, vamos lá, né? É isso. Bora. Continuar, né? Let's go. Tá, eu descobri o esquema. Aproveita o tempo quando o Fox não estiver no corredor. Sai. Sai. Volta amanhã já. Porra, Fred! Te amo, cara. Te amo, cara. Ai, caralho! Te amo, Fred. Jumpscare do Fox. Porra, vai tomar no cu, velho. Lembra que o Fred tá lá. O Fred tá lá e ainda tem que piscar a luz pra esse merda, velho. Os ciúmes. Não, o Fox é ciumento, tá ligado, pô? Só fui elogiar um. Só fui elogiar um. Eu assustei, eu também. Eu fui elogiar um. Porra, moleque. Boceta de porco. Tá. Os 3 e... Sai. Gostoso. Vai, princesa! Puta merda, não! Ah, vai tomar no cu, piranha. Vai tomar no cu, piranha. Princesa. Princesa. Ai, filha da puta, viu? Ai, meu Deus do céu, gente. Pô, mó princesa esse Toy Bonnie, tá? Mó princesa ele. Ai, caralho. Vambora. 3 da manhã, tá? Ai. Devia ter carregado por mais tempo. Tá bom. Princesa, 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 tá? Caralho, porra! Ai, meu Deus do céu, velho. Eu fui completamente derretido pelo Fnaf 2, velho. Ai, buceta de porco, buceta de... Ai. Caralho, velho. Eu tava 4 horas da manhã. Nossa, eu arrepiei, tá? Peraí. Nossa, peraí. Ihu! Agora vai demorar, viu? Agora vai demorar. Tá porra, moleque. Boa noite, velho. Até mais, então. Ixi, gente. F2 é isso, velho. RNG puro. Eu morri que horas, velho? Não vi. Porra, quase 5 da manhã. Tá? Quase 5 da manhã. Porra, velho. Pô, Fnaf é um jogo que eu não gosto de ficar concentrado, porque aí eu tomo um susto. É isso, velho. Isso que é foda. O bagulho é, eu faço tudo certo, só que ainda é meme, tá ligado? Ó, faz o seguinte. Eu vou preparar minha janta. Daqui a pouco eu tô voltando. E... pra gente continuar tentando noite 6, beleza? É aí, gente. Daqui a pouco eu tô voltando. Gente, ó. Vamos fazer o seguinte. Vamos sair do Fnaf 2. Ó. Cadê você, chat? Botei, boa. Ó, seguinte. Tem Switch? Não tenho. Eu tô fazendo pegar a janta. Então. Ó, seguinte, gente. É carne, pra minha fibra, tá ligado? Pra eu ficar musculoso. Então é o seguinte, vamos ver. Eu acho que eu não vou conseguir fazer mais. Não vou conseguir mais jogar o bagulho. Deixa eu trocar aí pro meu bagulho. Seguinte. Opa, meu Deus. Seguinte, gente. Que tal a gente se estudar mais ainda pro bagulho? E aí, Guizinho, sobe? Me dá um pouco, meu Deus do céu. Estão passando. Ó. Vamos estudar o Fnaf 2 um pouquinho mais. Porque. Porque eu não sei se eu vou conseguir fazer isso aí. Porque, tipo, RNG e os caralho. Eu tenho que aperfeiçoar nas mecânicas pra poder fazer. Eu vou fazer isso pra depois, pras próximas streams, a gente conseguir continuar com o Fnaf 2, beleza, gente? Também pra eu conseguir lançar o vídeo de amanhã, né, porra? Eu tenho que lançar vídeo, é foda. Então, gente, ó. Vamos passar pra cá. Olha. A gente vai... Aqui, ó. Nesse vídeo aqui... Por quê?
Novo clube social Snap.
Não nesse aqui. Por quê? Porque ele vai explicar o Fnaf 2, tá ligado? Ele vai explicar os bagulhos do Fnaf 2. Meu Deus do céu. Tá. Cadê vocês, chat? Aí é complicado, hein? Ó.
The meter runs all the thing is a flashlight, which we're obviously going to talk about later. A lot of the animatronics have to get rid of them, but I'm going to talk about those later when they're actually relevant. The one thing I'm going to talk about now, though, is the music box. The music box is used to keep one of the animatronics tame. That animatronic is the marionette.
Uma noite 1. Eu vou explicar as mecânicas, aqui, ó. Noite 2. Eu acho que ele vai explicar a mecânica do Foxy. Aí...
Hey, did you see the intro card? Now we have 3 more animatronics to deal with. There's 2 really big changes in this challenge during this night. And the first one...
Aliás, o nome do cara é o...
If you didn't know already, Withered Foxy is the only animatronic in the entire game that can't be fooled by the mask. You wanna know how to get rid of him? The freaking flashlight.
Oh. Chicken Ninja 42.
Yeah, my control key is it's sad. How does Foxy work, you may be asking? I'm not 100% sure, but I think I know. It uses the exact same movement opportunity as the regular animatronics that I talked about in Night 1. The only difference is that there's a counter that starts at 50 and slowly goes down to 0. If this number hits 0 and he has a successful movement opportunity, then you're dead. The way to combat this is by using your flashlight. Every single time you use your flashlight, the counter is reset to 50 and he can't kill you. So what does that mean for this challenge? Hello everybody, welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's 2 without using the lights, but we use the flashlight. I'm your host, Chicken Ninja 42, and today we're going to be looking at angry comments from 6-year-olds because I use the flashlight. But all jokes aside, I use the flashlight.
Porém, ó, eu só não tiro os anúncios porque eu quero dar suporte aos outros youtubers, tá ligado? Então eu não uso adblock, não uso coisa. Se eu for rico, eu compro o YouTube Premium. Mas não vale a pena. Mas isso eu tô ligado.
Only reason is because this challenge would be purely impossible without using the flashlight. But the flashlight was the only exception I was willing to make. I'm still not going to be using any camera lights or vent lights throughout this entire challenge. And if you think adding the ability to use the flashlight is going to make this challenge any bit easier, yeah, you're wrong. But now that I'm done rambling on about Foxy, it's about time we start talking about the vents themselves. In this night, we have 4 different vent animatronics. Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica...
Agora já era, né? Vamos aqui, ó. 85 pra 96, ó. Vambora.
Damn dollars. Perfect. We're done with this night, but the only problem is, if you know these games, we're not done. Throughout both no light challenges in the first game and this game, this night is by far the hardest thing I've ever done. If you saw in the intro card, over half of the animatronics in this night have a double-digit AI difficulty. There is one animatronic that I haven't talked about, and that's because he's basically irrelevant unless you're Matthew Patrick or you're doing the custom night. That animatronic is, of course, Withered Golden Freddy. The way his AI works is extremely confusing, and I don't really want to talk about it, but I'll try. Basically, the most simple way I can explain it, if you're not using your flashlight, he has a chance to appear in the hallway, and once you see him in the hallway, if you use your flashlight too much, he'll kill you. He can also appear in your office. Every 5 seconds, he creates a random number between 0 and 20, and again, if his AI difficulty is greater than that, then he's going to appear. When you see him in your office, you have to put on your mask like everybody else, but you just have to do this really fast. And again, I'm pretty sure that's how he works, but I don't care, and hopefully you don't care, so let's get into the actual night. There are 3 problems with this night that I'm going to talk about each individually. The first obvious problem being Withered Foxy. He's an obvious problem because his difficulty is 15. Why are they doing this to me? And to make matters worse, our fancy 20 flashlight trick doesn't even work anymore. Most of the time, he just appears back in the hallway anyway. So instead, I created this new strategy where when he shows up, I would flash him around 10 times, and then every single time I flipped down my camera, I would flash him 2 more times. It's definitely not the best strategy, but it helped me not die, so, I mean, I'll take it. Our next problem is the vent animatronics, specifically both Withered Chica and Withered Bonnie, and of course, Balloon Boy. Before we can talk about the vent animatronics, I want to talk about this really weird thing that happened. I was on my regular spree of being bad at this game and died 3 times in a row. The first time I died, I unlocked a secret minigame, which is just a really rare occurrence if you get killed. And this was pretty interesting. I walked around, saw some dead kids. And...
6. A noite 6, tipo, ele já mostra, tá ligado? Tá sendo delicioso mesmo. Ó. Então. É o seguinte, vamos ver aqui naquele vídeo de novo. Aquele cara que explica... Aqui, ó. Bonus Night, complete. Esqueci como dorme, beleza. Daqui a pouco a gente vai, gente. Vamos ver ele de novo.
Stop talking because I thought I was going to die there 100%. So, here's something that you guys may not know. This is unique to Toy Bonnie as far as I know. Toy Chica may have this property also.
Ó.
AIs on this night as they are the main threats. BB and Mangle, então, especially Mangle, have AI levels kick up after 2 AM, so Mangle's
tem que prestar muita atenção com o Fox agora.
And Golden Freddy can start appearing a lot more frequently also. And that was incredibly weird. Mangle literally just disappeared out of existence like within 0.1 seconds of me putting on the mask. So, I'm fine with it. Alright, Balloon Boy is gone. Make sure to flash the hallway a few extra times, of course, after warding off the event animatronics, just to keep them busy. So basically, this night's kind of actually relaxing. Relaxing feels like the wrong word to use, but compared to later, I think it definitely fits. So it's actually pretty relaxing, I guess, before 2 AM, and then it just becomes an absolute nightmare. So once again, you're probably going to fail this the first couple times. If you actually do this first try, never attempting it before, then huge props to you. I could not do that. I could not come close.
Eu tô morrendo por esse minigame. É bem raro.
Okay.
É até raro,
I'm
tá
going to be
ligado?
a little quieter than usual at some points, by the way, as I do have to listen for audio cues just to ensure that I actually survived this night. But one of the other things that I wanted to talk about, really the other thing that I wanted to mention in this video, is don't rush. So what I mean by this, obviously you are going to have to move very fast. It is Five Nights at Freddy's, and that requires moving very fast, obviously. But you're going to want to plan out your moves in advance by a couple seconds instead of just throwing your mouse everywhere, like completely panicking. Just don't panic, basically. Like, Night 6 is obviously very stressful, but just kind of have a strategy going into it, predict what you're going to do over the next few seconds, if possible, and just try to keep some order. Because if you start throwing your mouse everywhere and you start trying to do things too fast, like you start not even paying attention to what's in the vents when you check the lights, that's going to be problematic, and it's probably going to get you killed many times. So just calm down a little bit. Like, when it's required,
respira,
yes,
meditação, tá ligado? Respira
but don't rush
devagar.
through everything. If you can take your time on something, then do it. That was very close, and I honestly do not know how I am alive. I actually stopped talking because I thought I was going to die there 100%. So, here's something that you guys may not know. This is unique to Toy Bonnie as far as I know. Toy Chica may have this property also. This is going to be real close. I really hope I got that. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to lose this. Alright, it's 5 AM. I'm probably going to make it. Oh boy, as you can see, guys, this night's very, very difficult. I'm honestly just glad that I made it to 5 AM. Hopefully I can finish this out. So, sorry if this guide wasn't, like, incredibly informative, but I think you actually learn a little bit more by watching the gameplay than the general tips that I'm going to give you, just see how I react to things and how I deal with situations. Basically, if you're in a situation where you are 100% going to die, if you do not wind the music box or you do not flash the hallway, forget about everything else. If there's no way that you can ward off a vent animatronic, like Toy Bonnie, just pull up the monitor and wind up the music box. Drop it as soon as you can afterward, like, as soon as you get enough ticks that you can actually survive. But basically, in some situations where it's really, really bad, sometimes you're just going to have to risk everything. Worst case scenario is you lose, which, you know, was going to happen anyway. And sometimes you can actually pull off some really clutch things like I did during this video. So we should be real close to 6 a.m. I just want to ensure that I hit it, because I have had to attempt this multiple times now. There's BB. Alright, guys, there we go. 6 a.m. So as you can see, night 6 is very hectic. I'm going to try to give out some more general tips, since I was stressing out a lot during that run, which is ironic, because one of my tips was to not stress out a bunch. But basically, I was just being quieter because I needed to actually hear audio cues. I definitely should have done post-commentary, but, you know, might as well make the best of it. So, as I was saying earlier, don't rush if possible. Like, you're going to have to move fast, like I said, but plan out what you're doing just a couple seconds in advance. Don't go crazy with the mouse or anything. Move quickly, but make sure that you're paying attention to everything. You want as much information as possible. If you don't have information in Fnaf 2, then it's going to be very difficult, no matter how mechanically talented you are. So just slow it down a little bit when it's possible. Take your time. Make sure you check the vent. If you're sure there's nothing there, you're absolutely 100% sure there's nothing in the right vent, that's when you pull up the monitor. Otherwise, there's a very high chance that you can get killed. And sometimes you're going to be pushed into very high pressure situations, very clutch situations, and at this point there is a very high chance that you will lose, but it is sometimes possible to get out of this like I did on this run. I'm actually really glad that happened, so I got to kind of showcase to you guys what it looks like. So if you're in that situation where you have to wind up the music box, but Toy Bonnie's in the vent, if you just got there, sometimes there are a couple seconds where you can pull up the monitor and you can wind up the music box, and this can get you out of a very clutch situation, but I would not recommend it at all unless it's absolutely necessary. So by this point, you guys should have fast enough reflexes. Sometimes you will have a little bit of a goof. Sometimes you will die to the weird animatronics, I would imagine, on this night or 1020. I've done it before also.
Yeah,
so you got the mechanics part down, basically. It's just being aware of everything and just being able to not panic, I think, because that's what Fnaf really, that's what you have to do to be a great player, is you have to kind of overcome the fear or the panic of it.
Gente, é isso. Eu vou continuar treinando com a noite 6. Ligado? Não forgot to membro. Não, nem fudendo. Eu vou continuar treinando o Fnaf 2. Pra aí a gente conseguir passar, né? E agora eu vou sair. E então eu vejo vocês depois. Eu vejo vocês depois. Deixa eu ver aqui se faltou mais alguma coisinha. Qualquer coisa amanhã eu abro de novo pra gente poder tentar, tá ligado? Já depois do vídeo e tal. Já era, gente. Mas é isso, gente. A gente chegou até a noite 6, não zeramos ainda Fnaf 2, porque esse é particularmente meio complicado, né? Porque é sorte. É isso, né, gente? Eu sou o Vsilva, porra. E eu vejo vocês amanhã. Amanhã já tá suave, tá ligado? É isso, gente. Até mais, gente. Uma boa janta pra vocês. Esse é meu salve, é uma boa janta, tá ligado? Boa noite, ao invés de salva.